crowded hallways are the loneliest places for outcasts and rebels, or anyone who just dares to be different. And you've been trying for so long to find out where your place is, but in their narrow minds there's no room for anyone who dares to do something different. Oh, but listen for a minute.
A group at Northland Community and Technical Colleges protesting the loss of the school's football team. But it's not the group you might suspect. Today on the Thief River Falls campus, not athletes, but art students are taking a stand.
A lot of people think it's a big difference, but it's really not. There were a couple art students that were also football players. You don't just have to be one type of person. I think the whole concept to it is, what if this was our program being cut?
Will you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see?
Then join in the fight that will give you the right to be free.
Okay, it's a class project. It's something that we weren't required to participate in, but we could volunteer if we wanted to. The goal was to have students learn to see the value of and understand the use of visual art as a means for public protest, social change, as a means of bringing light issues of public concern.
Oh my God! And so with the signs, they say the person's name, their number, what they would have paid for tuition, so the fact that it has my college there, along with the empty helmet, because that person's now missing from our campus.
This isn't the first program to be cut. And normally, like when the theater program was cut, there was a lot of discussion about it. People knew before it happened. And as a theater major, that's something huge for me. For me, it's not just about a football program. It's about the fact that I didn't hear anything until the day it happened.
I feel like when the football program was cut, my voice wasn't heard. No one was asked about it. It just happened.
Probably say more than I would normally, but you seem to be pretty open about some of the discussions. I don't think we communicated that very well.
Okay.
We didn't communicate that very well.
We didn't hear anything. There was not a word as to why it was gotten rid of. There was no, oh, it was costing us money to have the program, students weren't.
NCTC Vice President of Student Affairs, Kerry Castle, says his office is open.
I really encourage them to come talk to me.
But not talking through that with the administration was kind of like a slap in the face.
Well, isn't that the whole part of a protest? Because
no, not
how much of it was, when the football program was cut, how much of it was told to us?
No.
I really haven't heard very many reasons. I feel like it's an issue that's just been swept under the rug. And I wish I would have heard more, or I wish they would have asked for feedback from players and students and teachers before it was cut. Once the protest is over, once our voice has been heard, this wasn't a permanent thing. Once it's over, then all the other art is planning on being put back where it belongs. But what is a school without art? It's kind of a statement in itself.
All the other students and faculty are pretty interested that we did this.
The football players have been coming up to us and saying thank you for what we've done. And a lot of them said that they gave up too early with this issue, that they're thankful that we're still stepping in and we're still supporting them.
I was kind of appreciative of that kind of effort by students to go out and actually talk about something that bothered them. That's kind of what college is all about.
A lot of the teachers have been coming up and thanking us for standing up for what we believe in, saying they're proud of us, actually acting like college students should and standing up for what they believe in.
I know that the writing on the posters is done in lots of different handwriting. It could be a couple students, it could be the whole campus.
These labels that they give you just 'cause they don't understand. If you look past this moment, you'll see you've got a friend waving a flag for who you are and all you're gonna do. Yeah, so here's to you, and here's to anyone who's ever felt invisible.
believe an issue like this, it just doesn't affect Northwood. It does affect the whole community. I've been living here for over 19 years, and we've always had a football team.
It's a class assignment, but was there a certain passion behind it besides just being, hey,
It's for the good of our school.
If we don't stand up for them, who's going to be left to stand for us? There's a really big quote that I like. It says that if you don't fight for what you believe in, then soon enough there won't be anything left to fight for. And that's kind of how I feel about this. I saw on Facebook,
Yeah.
hey, football program's done, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Like 40 of my friends,
Yeah.
I'm going home.
Yeah.
And that meant something to me.
Well, it ought to mean something to you. It meant something to me, too.
Floyd's the only one left. You notice when people are missing around here.
It's symbolic, definitely. I believe that 40 of the 60 or so football players have already went back to their hometowns.
Art students hope that their creative expression sparks debate and brings students together, whether their background is catching passes or painting pictures.
I'm just glad to have been part of this class project. So it wasn't a volunteer basis, and it's something that I'm glad to those people that volunteered.
Valuable on an educational level simply because it shows how art can be used, as propaganda, as protest, to sway public opinion, to raise awareness.
And John Leopold's class did just that by using the halls on campus as their own art gallery.